right, everybody, our next break is our 2024 and 2025 10 box dual sport football and baseball with 5 prizes, special guest break mixer, and our guest at this time from DraftKings Network, Steve Buchanan. There we are.
Want to mess with Steve, but just let it be known that, I did try to change it, but Steve did not allow that.
And Justin just informed me in the chat, your volume didn't pick up all of that.
Oh, good. Well, good.
I think they can hear you now.
Okay, perfect.
He said unless you were doing your best Shadur interview.
That could have been possible as well.
Yeah, I thought it was just me cutting out, but apparently it was cutting out everywhere. So,
all right.
I'm
we're
sure
good now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know
Excellent.
if they can or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
thumbs up. Yeah.
You probably see all the time. I'm like fidgeting with my ear because like this piece goes in and out constantly.
Yeah, we got to get you something better. I mean, this is 2025. Yeah. You shouldn't have this little wonky like earpiece in to do these breaks.
It's bad.
We got to get you a nice set of Bose or Beats by Dre. Like, just tell Steel City to pony up. Win a couple bets, you'll buy it yourself.
Exactly. I did win a bet last week, but then I lost it because I was like, you know what? I placed in my DK lineup, and I was like, that's it. I'm back in. I'm back. So I did a baseball one on Tuesday, and I'm back out.
He'll be back. We'll see. We'll see you again soon.
I already have like 3 lineups in for Sunday, so we're good. Tuesday wasn't good for me. I was in the money all day, but because of how like the lineups don't come out for the late game until late, I got stuck with an inactive player. Might have been Hyesung Kim.
Oh, okay,
it was my own fault because I kind of went with him knowing that the Red Sox were pitching a righty, and it didn't matter. They didn't play him anyways, so I was like, man, but like I told you, I knew the Dodgers were going to score a bunch of runs, so I just wanted somebody from the lineup, and I went with a cheap option. I should have just went with somebody more expensive and played better. That was on
Your
me.
fortunes could have changed dramatically.
Yeah, it was on me. All right, our teams here, we have Kurt with the Diamondbacks and Cardinals, Adam, the A's and the Raiders, Justin H. with the Braves and the Falcons, Adam, the Orioles and Ravens, Sakun with the Red Sox and Patriots, Adam, the Cubs and Bears, Eric Z with the White Sox, Panthers and Colts, Patrick with the Reds and Bengals, Scott with the Guardians and Browns, Sandy with the Rockies and Broncos, Jason with the Tigers and the Lions, Corey, the Astros and Texans, Tim, Royals and Chiefs, Kurt with the LA Angels and Chargers, Sakun with the Dodgers and Rams, Gladaldo, the Marlins and Dolphins, and the Jaguars. You had to throw the Jaguars in somewhere. Eric gets the Brewers and Packers, and then the Colts was the Panthers were the team we kind of had to throw in somewhere too. Eric again with the Brewers and Packers, Sakun with the Twins and Vikings, Neil with the Mets and Jets, and Adam with the Yankees and Giants, Robert with the Phillies and Eagles, Wayne, the Pirates and Steelers, Kenneth with the Padres and the Saints, Sung Ying with the Giants and 49ers, Eric back-to-back, Mariners, Seahawks, Cardinals, Titans, Joseph with the Rays and Bucks, Danny, the Rangers and Cowboys. I was surprised. That was the last team standing today, was the Rangers and Cowboys. Didn't expect that. Adam with the Blue Jays and Bills, and Neil with the Nationals and the Commanders.
I'm trying to think, like, who would be the big players for that? Like Josh Young in a couple of these boxes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Langford.
Langford. Yep.
I mean, the Rangers have good players, but like usually the Cowboys just sell really fast because they're the Cowboys. So it was kind of shocking they were the last team standing tonight. But we're going to start out with the baseball boxes here. So we'll start with 24 Stadium Club. And so what are your takes on the first quarter of the NFL season? Anybody standing out that maybe you didn't expect before the season in our futures bets?
I would just say, I mean, if you want to talk about like the futures market, like just how much it's shifted dramatically with the amount of injuries that we have seen, especially already. Like when you're looking at the board for like this upcoming week, for example, and like some of the matchups that we're already getting, like Jake Browning against the Lions, that sounds atrocious. Even tonight, for example, we're getting Mac Jones with, the corpse 49ers offense going against the Rams, who look really good. And just like, the Ravens, you can, the Ravens, how many injuries they have. I think they have like 7 defensive starters that are hurt right now. And amazingly, their win total for the season is still set at 10.5. I'm like, on what planet are they still winning 11 something games? It was earlier this week. It was like you could get under 10.5 at -110. And I was like, please, if you enjoy money, take that under now. And I think it's at like -195 for the under of 10.5, which should happen. So I guess, it's more of how much the market has shifted, because there are so many good teams that we expected, Bengals, Ravens, that are just not playing to their potential because they're missing key players. So I think that's really kind of really hurt the futures market thus far.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to check it this morning and I just didn't get a chance. Is Josh Allen still in the lead for the MVP? Because I was trying to think who I would pick for the MVP right now. I don't think it would be Josh Allen.
I believe he is. Yeah, he's even money to win the MVP right now.
I don't know who I would give it to. Like you said, Stafford, Daniel Jones has had a good start. There's been like a lot of guys that are okay.
Herbert's in the mix. I would say Herbert's in the mix there too as well. The Chargers have been excellent. I think the Chargers are playing to the potential that they had when they first drafted Justin Herbert. Like that was the big thing. Like he was going to come in and change the landscape of this franchise immediately. And it was, they couldn't surround him with the right guys. And all they had to do was bring Keenan Allen back and teach Quentin Johnson how to corral a ball when it gets into his arms. And look what happens. All of a sudden this team could start, winning games and the offense actually starts clicking. So it's, I love to see the Chargers succeed. I love Herbert. I've been a Herbert card collector for a while now. I was always excited about him, and it's nice to see that those cards are actually worth more than its weight at this point now.
Yeah, there was a little touch and go with some of those rookies. I mean, 2020 is still a loaded class. I mean, I know Tua's got the injury stuff, and Miami's doing whatever Miami's doing, but that class is still legitimately loaded with Hurts and Burrow.
Are you guys still so how does this work? So like, can you still get access to like 2020 Prism, or is it just like so absurdly expensive that it's not even worth at this point?
I mean, we have it.
Yeah.
It just depends, like, because our buyers are pretty much everywhere. We have the links that we send out, sell to us or whatever.
Yeah.
We do get offers, of all kinds of stuff. So every now and then those kinds of products will pop up. And it just depends on what the market is on those at the time for whether or not we can grab them.
I would love to rip into that product again because like so many guys have just really, come into their own since that class. But there is just so many. That has to be and probably will be the most loaded rookie class that we'll see in the next 10 to 15 years. It's insane because like all the quarterbacks and then like CeeDee Lamb is in there. DeAndre Swift is in there. Like it's crazy how many good rookies are in that class. Yeah, and then you got like something like 2022 where it's like you don't even know who to pull in that point. It's her, and that was also supposed to be like a big class,
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew that class was over as soon as we drafted Kenny Pickett. So
did I tell you my Kenny Pickett story?
I don't know. Somebody told me a Kenny Pickett story. I don't know.
In the off season, I picked up a couple of his flawless cards because I was really hoping the Eagles would trade him, and then he got traded to the Browns, and I was like, oh, we actually might have some life here because I got two of his rookie auto flawless cards for, I'm not even joking, $50, and they're numbered to 25. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a shot, right? Like this is like sports betting. Like I'm gonna take a shot at a long shot future and hope it pans out. So I was so excited when he got traded to the Browns. I'm like, all right, we got some life. Like I'm excited. And now he's hurt, and now they still can't even figure out the quarterback situation. So I haven't lost all hope.
He's in Vegas now.
Yeah. Oh, Pickett is. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they moved him to Vegas. He's been traded twice this year.
Right, that's right. So I'm still holding out hope, and if it loses, I lost $100, whatever.
Yeah, I said last week, I texted somebody and I said, because I think Gino had 4 interceptions in that loss last week, and his
Yes.
completion percentage was like 30%. I said, Kenny Pickett is so bad that Geno Smith can tell the coach, I'm going out to hand the ball to them, and they still won't pick it in.
I'm still holding out hope, Steve, that flawless card is going to retire me one day. I promise.
Now, I know you're the big Red Sox guy, like you said. You told me before we started here, you're a little worried about tonight. Yeah. But to keep you off of that, get your mind off those maybe, how do you feel about the other series that are shaping up? Because I believe the Cubs and Padres just went final, right?
Padres just got eliminated. One of the most disgusting strike 3 calls you will see on Xander Bogaerts in a huge spot. That's going to be talked about for a while. The ABS system cannot get here soon enough because you can't be having a strikeout of that magnitude occur in that type of spot. In an elimination game, men on base, that changed the whole rest of the inning. So really, I'm telling you, you're going to hear about that for a while because it was disgusting. If you have not seen Bogaerts, it's bad. That's a nice auto there, Parker Meadows. I like him a lot. It's gross. So pretty disappointed about the Padres. I thought they are the better team over the Cubs. The Cubs felt like they kind of limped into the playoffs here. PCA has fallen off dramatically from the first half. I mean, he was getting MVP talk for a good chunk of the season, fell off. But it's going to be exciting. The Reds were out here early, expected. But yeah, Red Sox, Yankees tonight. I'm a big Red Sox guy, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. And not feeling great. Usually don't want to be starting game 3 with a guy who's only made 4 major league starts to his career. Usually that's not your game 3 starter, but this is the hand we were dealt.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If the Pirates could get a game 3, I don't care who they'd start.
Right, I know.
If we could get a game 1, you can put anybody in there. I don't care. Just give us a game 1.
I mean, hey, look, the Rockies just got rid of their GM. Maybe things are happening with these bottom tier teams. Maybe times are changing a little bit here.
Not in Pittsburgh. They just gave us an extension.
Maybe that's the push that we needed. Like, all right, if the Rockies are going to do something, we got to start doing something too.
No. They're committed to winning, so they gave the guys that have never won anything or even came close to 500 extensions. And then in the press conference, they said the reason was because of their commitment to winning.
That's an incredible statement to make, and an absolutely asinine statement to make.
Your commitment is to making yourself more money. We know this. Everybody knows this.
Was that a short print Sasaki there, or was that just one of the inserts? Okay, I was going to say that's a nice one.
Roki Sasaki.
I'll tell you, man, he was obviously one of the hot, commodities in this set when it first came out, and I feel like almost right when this set dropped, he got hurt, and I really feel like took the excitement out of this line of product, I guess you could say, because he was a big chase for me. A big chase for most people. I was lucky enough to land one of his spotlight cards, which I love, by the way. I love those spotlight cards. But the value of that spotlight card, I think, dropped like $150 within the matter of a week, because it was like, not only was he hurt, they didn't know if he was going to come back this season. And, you hear that news and boy, do those cards drop fast. So good to see he's in the playoffs, looking like they might use him in a closer's role. We saw that in game 2 versus the Reds. But hopefully that will start bringing his value back up, because that they gave him a lot of money. There was a lot invested in him, and he's the big chase. So hopefully it can help the set overall, because I would say the set in terms of autographs has been kind of tough this year for this set.
Yeah, I mean, Topps Chrome, you always get those relief pitcher autographs, so it always makes it pretty tough. But I mean, we did have some of the rookies really step up. I mean, we still have Dylan Cruz and we still have James Wood. Not the greatest season for those guys, but still, I mean, they're going to be good. They're just are. And we was talking about futures. I believe at the beginning of the season, Kumar Rocker was the favorite to win the American League Rookie of the Year. And he got hurt again.
Yep.
And he really fell off. But how about Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson of the A's?
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, they're such good players. I mean, Nick Kurtz is pretty much a home run for the there's a variation of Brent Rooker. Pretty much a guaranteed lock for the year now.
I feel don't quote me on this number, but I feel like when it closed, he was at like minus 8,000 or something, and that's a foregone conclusion
Yeah.
at that point.
Now,
I mean, there's no shot.
The National League was a little bit closer. It was Cade Horton was the favorite, but we also have Drake Baldwin in there as the catcher from the Braves. Do you have a preference to which one you prefer? Or
Yeah, I would give it a Cade. I think Cade is a good option. Baldwin made some noise early, made some noise late, kind of sputtered in the middle though. I thought Cade was a little more consistent throughout the year. I wouldn't be upset if it went to Baldwin if that was at an end because I think it was very close. But I think overall, I think Cade was the more. That's a nice auto right there.
Yeah, Brooks Lee for the Twins.
Cade, I think, was the more consistent one. I think Cade should take it down.
Yeah, I think the only thing that might hurt him, and it really shouldn't, was the injury at the end of the year. They say they don't count playoffs. Baldwin's not in them anyways. So, but he did get hurt at the end of the year, so that would be the only